Hey guys, welcome back. And today I want to talk to you about the biggest shift that's happening in the design industry in easily a decade.
I've been reading a lot about that, and it says it's talking about minimalism is gone. And in some ways I agree, in some ways I don't agree. I would love to hear your opinion about it. Is that what we're talking about today?
Absolutely. And I actually agree with them. I think it should have gone a long time ago. But what the problem is they're not telling you what we're replacing it with. And I'm going to show you where we are evolving to as a result of having gone through this really kind of slimmed down existence in the minimalist representation.
I have a question.
Yes.
This looks like an apartment that hasn't been moved into. Right? It looks like an empty apartment. It looks like an apartment I grew up in.
Oh, no, this is actually at the peak of kind of modern minimalist ideas. And this was a very popular look at the time.
Now, this is a very famous photo. I remember seeing this back in the day.
Yes, this was the Art Digest shots of the Kanye West and Kim Kardashian house when they were still married. And it was done by a very famous Dutch architect. And I don't know, I started to laugh when I saw the pictures because I thought to myself, there's absolutely no way anybody lives in these spaces.
There's no cups and saucers, and there's no pillows, and there's no artwork, and there's just nothing. I mean, I don't see this as a space you'd ever want to live in.
Yeah, right. No, to me, this is a beautiful picture. This kind of thing is really kind of like looking at a museum, right? There's nothing, and there's no places to relax or enjoy or be human in a space like this. And that's really the problem with it. Okay, so now this is where we went, okay, maybe that's a little extreme, all right? And then we started to add a few things in to spaces. Perfect example of this space here. The next image, you start to see additions of art. You start to see, or a single piece of art statement, but it's still very monochromatic. It's still very flattened out. It doesn't feel very comfortable, and it's not natural to us as humans. Okay, this is still a little bit minimalist, but we're starting to introduce the language of a little bit of materials and texture, right? So we've got this beautiful brick fireplace here. Still, it's very stripped down. There's a chair. There's not even really a table for the chair, and there's a single lamp. But you begin to see a jump off from all white, and you begin to see a little bit of texture layering happening in this one.
And if you guys are one of those guys where you're absolutely about to attack a kitchen or do something significant like a kitchen or a bathroom with your home, maybe add in a small addition, change out some windows, renovate in any way, you absolutely need to check out the designer method. This is my new program for anyone who's doing any kind of significant either construction or renovation to their homes. I take you from soup to nuts. There's a link down below that'll give you more information on it. So check out the link down below. It's definitely in the description, but it's also right here. And I hope I see you there.
So this next image is really starting to say, okay, yes, we're going to keep details very simple, very clean, very streamlined, but we're adding in, again, that texture. And this time we also have fabrics. So you have leather, you have textures of boucle, and it's starting to branch off into touches of color on that. So this is the next phase. This started to speak a little bit more of kind of the organic modern idea, that kind of thing. It began to move because people literally couldn't exist in those, I'm going to say, use the word monastic spaces, that of where a monk lives, right? That has nothing in it. And so we began to add some things in, but still sort of keep it clean and rather simple and a little bit softer so that the colors that were being introduced were softer and a little bit more inviting. So still stripped down, still contemporary, still a little bit minimalist, but a different feel, right? It doesn't feel like a museum. What's really begun to turn the tides into the direction we're now beginning to build upon is this. And I'm going to call this heritage transitional, because it's jumping from strictly modern or strictly contemporary into a little bit more of a mixed flavor. And it still has that simplicity, but there's a note of transitional detailing in it, right? So like that row of gorgeous multi-light windows in black, right? There's textured fur and things on the bench, and there's a lot more kind of tactily happening in a space like this. Feels a little bit more comfortable, right?
So I was going to say, guys, if you guys are in the comments, tell me what you think that this style is, because I have my opinion. So write it down and put it in the comment, and I'm just going to tell you what I think. To me, I would have guessed this as more of a Scandi statement. This looks like Scandi to me. And I like it, I have to tell you. I love that space.
It does feel a little bit more Scandi because there are some references to the idea of the contemporary pieces that were done with a little bit of that mid-century vibe that the Scandinavian really incorporated so beautifully. And yes, I think this starts to feel, much better, much more relief. You see softness, you see textures, you see wood grain, you see patterns in pillows, you see patterns in the windows.
I love it. And also, to me, this feels like a blend of transitional, Scandi, a little Japandi. I love the texture play. I like the white and the different whites. They're all get off together.
You would feel welcomed and warm in it. Yes, yes. And then the next image starts to talk about the idea of how do we introduce this into our functional spaces. The whole idea here is, here's a kitchen, function room, right? Super important room. And yet, so it's feeling a little bit more transitional, and yet it's got some texturing. Look at the beautiful stone on the island. And then on top of that, they've done beautiful cabinetry details and this beautiful little Queen Anne chair at the table there. So all of a sudden, there's this reference to kind of that transitional, but with a heritage vibe to it. And we all start to feel, oh, I recognize this. I remember when we did furniture like this many lives ago.
Great.
The next one is also very beautiful. I love this. Again, I go transitional heritage all day long with this. So again, you've got beautiful molding now that's being expressed on the walls and the columns. There's arches. And then this exquisite, beautiful little antique three-seater bench that looks like a little shaker piece or something really magnificent. But notice it's all still almost all monochromatic with the exception of the introduction of a little bit of wood tones. These are all the steps before where we are now.
All right. So
Yes.
now where do we go from here?
So this is now where we're beginning to take this transitional heritage because we've now realized that it's not actually healthy for us to live in stripped down white boxes, right? So we've moved more into color and we've moved much more heavily into transitional language facing traditional. And that's what's very interesting because that's where we're most comfortable with. That's what we've had a long time. So
Okay.
yes, so you see richer colors in there. This one I even love because this has begun to introduce that little bit of green up at the
yeah.
top, right? You can see green sneaking in. There's a bit of blue on the carpet there. Still beautiful kind of transitional / traditional detailing, but it's feeling much more livable.
Yeah, like I'm looking at the light fixture in that back room, and it's a single pendant, almost like a classic 70s light fixture.
Yes, yes,
But it's simple, right? They didn't do a chandelier.
yes.
They didn't
That's
do
right.
something
That's
grand.
right.
They kept it clean.
Oh, it is now. You won't see people building what we showed at the beginning of the video. That's just not even, nobody's interested in that anymore because it's not livable, really. Well, here's what is different about this. This continues that language of the transitional heritage style, but like I said, remember it's facing more towards traditional than it was facing more towards contemporary, right? Like you have this beautiful late Empire scrolled arm sofa in that fabulous soft teal green, which is a beautiful color that you wouldn't have ever seen in minimalist designs before. There's, I don't know, the beautiful little federal mirror. There's a number of little books. There's things in there that we recognize that are human.
To me, this feels like a Federalist style.
So it's a very balanced room. You have a fireplace in the center of one wall. You have crown molding, and then that little federal mirror kind of pushes it. All
That's
right.
what it is.
Yes. Well, why don't you show the next image? Because the next image really speaks to, wow, we've turned a corner and we've thrown our arms wide for color and saturation and detail and texture. This is where it's going. The richness, the saturation of tone, the textures. This is a room that feels warm, welcoming, inviting, but still a little bit cleaned up, right? It's not overwrought.
Yeah, it feels a little organic modern to me, and I don't know if it's the curves of the sofa. I love the texture on the fireplace, and I love the rug that they have in here. I think it's
Yes, that beautiful, beautiful carpet. Yes. So well, those are elements that you would never have found in the original organic modern, right? So we went from minimalist to sort of an organic modern statement that we looked at earlier, and now we've kind of moved into this phase, which is, it's still kind of a contemporary statement, but there's elements that speak to that richness of color and that human interest and texture that we've looked for and didn't find with minimalism. So rooms like this, rooms that are color drenched, rooms that have rich saturated tones in it, yet are still simple, are where we're going with things. And one more thing, guys, if you're going to be working with this new transitional heritage vibe that really is where we're going with things, you want to make sure that your colors are combined properly. So you want to make sure that everything lines up and works together, feels warm, feels inviting, got lots of texture, lots of interest, lots of found objects or toothy things that belong to you that speak to who you are in that space. That's super important because that's what was missing from before.
Okay, guys, so like and subscribe, and we will see you next week.